Hello guys, this is Toby back with another Warcraft 3 Warcraft 3 editor tutorial. You might wonder, why on earth, Toby, are you playing this game, aka Robot Unicorn Attack? The reason is simple. I have a friend of mine who also plays this game, not on spare time, but at school, because school is boring, especially in history class. So we play this a lot at school, and we started fighting about who is the best player at Robot Unicorn Attack. Now suddenly we got a bet about who can do the highest score until Monday, and it's Friday today. It's like an all weekend. Yay! Anyway, it's totally not important at all because it has nothing to do with the tutorial. I don't know. I just really want to beat him. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about tooltips today, and how to make them a lot more efficient. Yeah, I'm probably gonna quit this game because you think it's really boring, and I do as well. So why play it? Anyway, I'm going over to the object editor in the Warcraft 3 World editor, and I just saw that I didn't turn this off. That's a secret for later. Oh, aren't we all excited? Anyway, I'm going orc because they're green and awesome, and I'm just closing human because they're white and lame. And I'm going over to shockwave. Why am I choosing shockwave? Because Karen has it, and he's really cool. He's a bull. He's a turn if you've ever played World of Warcraft. Anyway, this is the ability editor, and you can only use it if you have Frozen Throne. So now you know that. And all this stuff is so super basic that I'm not gonna tell you what it means. I mean, stats, mana cost. What else could it mean? Oh, I think it's the level of the ability. No, it's not. It's the mana cost. Wow. Anyway, so I'm not going to go into that at all. I'm just going to show you some really good tool tipping and some tricks to make all this go way faster. First, I'm just going to change the levels to 20 to prove my point. Okay, let's say you want to... Okay, you got this ability, right? And of course, you want it to do more damage for each level. I mean, that's pretty obvious. We all want that. We don't want it to stay the same. What's the point of having a damage ability if it doesn't increase the damage? But that's the thing. You gotta go in here and change every freaking level damage, and that is so boring. So, I've got this trick for you, which will make this 99% faster to do. Literally 99%. You'll just make the computer do everything for you. That's what I always say. If you don't want to do it yourself, make the machines do it for you. Yes, thank you. Anyway, right click and autofill levels, and this thing will pop up. Isn't that just awesome? And it pretty much speaks for itself. Autofill levels. Yeah, it's pretty much, that's what it does. It autofills the levels instead of you having to do it yourself. But I'm just going to explain what these three things right here does. The previous value factor pretty much just multiplies the previous value with the number you entered. So now I entered 2, and as you can see, 75 times 2 equals 150, and 150 times 2 equals 300. And this is pretty cool, even though in the end, as you see here, the damage just becomes like way too high because it times itself, right? Multiplies itself all the time, and the number just becomes massive, especially if you have a lot of levels. And the level factor is pretty cool. That's my favorite. If I write in 10 here, I'm just going to show you quickly how this works. Level 2, aka 2 times 10 equals 20. 75 plus 20 equals 95, and that's how it works. It multiplies the number you entered with the level, the current level. As you see, 20 times, what was it, 10, that's 200. and it will add 200 from the previous value, right? Okay, cool. And then you got the constant factor, which is it just adds the number you wrote in every level. Now it adds 50 every time. Okay, 75 plus 50, 125, 125 plus 50, 175. Really simple. And that was it for the autofill levels. So I'm just going to scroll down here, ignoring all this duration and mana cost and targets allowed, and going down to tooltips. Tooltips is what's displayed when you want to what should I say, learn an ability in game. It says like a wave of force that ripples outward, causing 75 damage right there. You might wonder why though. Damage to land units in a line. The reason it says 75 damage there and not ouch data A1 is because ouch. Okay, when you click Control D. Oh God, now someone is writing to me on Steam. I'm so popular. No, not really. It's just a douche. Oh, wait to ruin my tutorial. Anyway, as you see, I click Control D, and if I click again, it goes back. Control D. Oh, you really gotta spam me, don't you? As you can see, it goes over to this weird computer language thing. And as you can see, it's the same as in the Uber tip or the ability value, ouch, which stands for that ability. So it's pretty much an ID for the abilities, and data A1 is the damage. As you can see, that is also data A1. So this pretty much stands for the shockwave ability, and the inside shockwave ability you go data A1. Yeah, so that means it'll display 75 there instead of data A1. And you might think, so what's so cool about that? That's just lame and it takes a long time to write. No, it doesn't. I'm gonna show you why. Okay, just gonna copy that. And autofill levels. Let's say I write 1 here. Click OK. I mean enter. It will just add 1 for every level. And this will also happen if I write A1 or level 1 even. Right? As you can see, it adds 1 for the level and the data A thing. What's so good about that is that you don't have to write all this. You can just write A1 and it will autofill the entire damage section. You can also do this for all this, the mana cost, everything, and you can even go to Units tab and you can like go over here and find like how much damage does this guy do, or in the items, or you know, everything excuse me, can be written inside of this one, and you can find any value, and it's super awesome to use. Anyway, that was the tips and tricks for tooltips tutorial. I'll be back with another tutorial really soon, and what have you learned today? Robot Unicorn Attack sucks. See you guys, and bye bye.